Hey, welcome to Select Arcane! I'm lucky to live very close to some of our local model horse shows, and I'm even luckier that a new one has just popped up. We're off to Winter Whinnies, hosted by one of my best hobby friends, Diana McDonald. Stepping into the show hall, it felt intimate. It's located inside of a church gym which has all of those extra amenities like a full kitchen, bathroom, etc.
Hello, welcome to Winter Whinnies Live, our first ever show here in Guelph. It's going to be a great day, a little rollback to the early 70s and 80s with a smaller, more intimate crowd, a little laxer on how we rush things through, and hopefully everybody has a great day.
Even before starting the day, this show was a stark contrast to my American adventures through my Globetrotters series. Usually you would arrive to your show hall with 1,000 people, rush, get everything set up, or maybe set up the day before, throw your horses into the ring, and go, you can't show all the divisions. But here at Winter Whinnies, it wasn't like that. It was relaxing, and the entire focus of the show was to socialize, have fun. And as Diana mentioned, this was supposed to be a throwback to the 70s and 80s that focused on exactly that, having fun. And like that era, everyone helped to chip in and judge. For this show, I wore multiple hats. I was judging Briar Large Breed, Stone Breed and Workmanship, and Customs Workmanship. So I was a little busy and my footage was a little compromised. But it was perfect because I was doing most of my judging in the morning, and I didn't show until the afternoon with artist resin. And with a whopping 9 showers in the entire show, things breezed by pretty quickly. Everyone competing was a local, and by local I mean living within 2 hours or so, and we all knew each other. So everything was really friendly, and nobody really focused on the competition. Everyone was so busy chatting. For such a tiny show, the raffle was exceptionally generous. Can you see that Palouse and Stone Weanling? There were medallions, briars, trinkets, gift certificates, and so much more. The definite highlight was the fact that Brooke brought her cookies and a loaf of sourdough. And you may know from some other videos in our local area, I am obsessed with Brooke's cookies. And look at that, I finished judging the entire Stone division before lunch. And I wouldn't be able to do that without my best scribe ever, Brooke. And don't get the idea that there were so fewer showers that the quality of entries would go down. Not at all. Nearly all of the competitors were either veterans or very serious artists. So it was really tough on us judges because there were some really nice entries. When lunch was served, it was homemade. Diana brought soup, and showers were able to move about freely and pop out for lunch. And then the afternoon got busier. Everyone was maybe a little too chatty in the morning, so that we had to rush a bit more. And the rush was valid. We only had the show hall until 7 p.m., and even more importantly, Rob made plans so that we could all go out and have dinner together, which I can assure you has only happened once in my entire history of showing in Region 11. And while we played with plastic ponies, it poured outside. Ontario has been absolutely hammered with rain, and if April showers bring May flowers, we deserve so many flowers. All that to say, it was a perfect day to be inside with our plastic ponies. Here is something I bet you didn't know about our local community. We have a very strong other animal division, and I think it's one of our best features. We show a lot of bovines, and I think this is my first show where I can say that my entire show day started with other animal. And as you can see, my personal entry, my dead pigeon, was very popular. I remember getting it in a gachapon in Taiwan a few years ago. And then artist resin came in while I was still judging Briar. Let's just say I didn't get much footage in between, but I am happy to report I got a Nan card in almost every class. Without Brooke scribing, I don't know how I would have been able to finish Briar. And then I launched directly into judging custom workmanship, still while showing artist resin. So why not, while I do that, let's look at some highlights of some of the championships. It was around this point that Eric also showed up because he heard about the dinner plans. Very convenient timing.
Artist resin mini reserve champion Sugumi Andrea. And our champion is mini grenade Andrea.
So yeah, I was shocked I hit a double in mini resin breed. And then a reserve in large resin workmanship. Then a reserve in artist resin fantasy. And finally, I rounded it out with a champion in artist resin mini workmanship. With my own personal paint job, no less. So yeah, it was a pretty successful day. To top it off, I won Brooke's cookies as well. As classes were finishing up, people had one thing on their mind, and that was Rob's dinner reservation. So tables got packed up, as well as horses. Cars got loaded, and a grand majority of the show hall piled over to Beer Town. Guelph is a large university city with plenty of food options, so there was no shortage of choice.
Cheers, cheers. Nice show.
So as you watch us chow down, here are my final thoughts on Winter Whinnies. This show was never designed to compete with our other shows. It was never designed to be a big and grand affair, and it was really just for the people of our community to get together and have fun. This is how the hobby pioneers did it, and I can definitely see why the hobby took off. A huge thank you to Diana and Kathy for putting on this show. It's planning to be an annual tradition, so I look really forward to next year. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram @SelectArcane or on Facebook with the same name.